Raven.
And I'm Ahmaad.
And we're the Hoods. I'm just trying to let you guys. Welcome to Hood Tales, where we take you through the ups, downs, and merry-go-rounds of millennial marriage. Okay, today we are going to talk about the trouble of long-term relationships, I guess is the wording to use, and the trap that we fall into of like feeling like you should already know this, like you should already know.
It's been long enough.
It's been long enough, you know, like you should already know how I feel about stuff. You should know my triggers. Yes, you should know. You know what I mean? Like you should know me, okay? And the problems that can arise or lead to with that default, you know, thought process. So when you cohabitate with someone and you know someone for a long period of time, like you learn their mannerisms, their reactions, behaviors, triggers, you know, all the good stuff, like you really truly know them. And so like I said, that leads to them, you feeling like you know your partner should, you know your feelings, your triggers, your thoughts, all of those things. But at the end of the day, we can't read minds.
Not at all.
We can't read minds. And I myself have fallen into this because, like, boy, you don't know me by now? You know what I'm saying? But the trap of the long-term relationships in that sense of, like, knowing someone is that you tend to not give people a chance to grow and evolve. Because me personally, like, I am a walking hypocrite. What I liked yesterday, I may not like today. I mean, shoot, I hated avocados for forever. Until like, what, 3 months ago? And now I'm like, I love avocados. I eat them on everything. I love avocado. I love mashed avocado. Like, I just love avocado. Like, and I know there's something simple and like minute. But it also plays into the fact that, like, you know, when you don't give people a chance to evolve into who they are now or who they're becoming, that you keep them at the you should already know stage.
Cause then we could go to Chipotle and I'll go in and get your bowl and forget avocado. Why you didn't give me no avocado?
Yeah, well that's guac. Well, yeah.
Whatever. It's the same thing. But why you didn't give me no guacamole?
Yeah.
How I know you like guacamole? I've been buying it around the house. So,
and
you have, but like even in that, like that's just a small instance that could create a little rift in your relationship. And now she upset because you don't know that she like avocado, but the last time you knew, she didn't like avocado.
Fact. And with that though, it's really just as unfair as it is unrealistic.
Yeah. Like
to keep someone with that, and like, you know, we're just doing taste buds, but like views on life, right? Like, yeah. Even, and I mean like hard, like foundational things, like my view of Christianity and God and who he is and like what he means to me has evolved a lot over the last 3 years probably. Yeah. Has evolved a lot from what I was traditionally taught. Yeah. So like though, even those things, you know, like those, when you hold someone to that, like you're not communicating effectively for one, and that you can hold people to, you know, past versions of them, and even mistakes. Even mistakes, like, you know, I don't know what's a good example, but I guess cheating, which is not something that we have encountered, but you know, you choose to stay with someone and work, you know, through it, or, you know, forgive them, but every, you know, waking chance, you know, you looking through phones, you checking locations, you looking through Instagram DMs, like, you know, like that's still holding them to a past version of them that you have chosen to forgive and move forward with.
Yeah. Because now you think, oh, he gonna do it again, she gonna do it again, it's gonna happen again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but even with just like simple conversational things, like let's say you I don't know. Let's say like something happened and like you didn't want to bring it to me because you feel like you already know how I'm gonna respond. Like you already know I'm gonna pop off. You already know, you know, that I don't care, or like, you know. But and truthfully, I could not, you know, or like I could have shown you that I didn't beforehand. But that's still not giving me a chance to grow and evolve and give a different response. Because the me in your head, as I like to call it, the me in your head has already responded.
Yeah, and that can put a wall in between y'all. Yeah. Because now I don't want to tell you, and now me not telling you, might even become a secret.
For sure, I hadn't thought about it like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like, can easily become a secret.
And now you got a secret in your relationship because you don't want to tell her or him because you know how they gonna respond, and now you look dumb.
I feel like it leads to a bigger argument.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
because at the root of it all, that's just trust, in my opinion.
No, I think it's I get what you're saying, but I don't think it's that deep. I think it may depend upon the situation, but I don't naturally think it's that deep. Yeah. Because I think it really is just a matter of knowing someone. Like, you know their behaviors, their patterns, like the things that they've shown you with their actions, the way that they're going to react. And I don't think that that's a lack of trust. Yeah. It is just that sounded real deep and like, I'm sorry. It's just knowing them. Because we even talked about it on the privacy versus secrecy thing. Yeah. That like, I don't necessarily think I would like tell you somebody tried to holler at me because you're nuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's me knowing you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me knowing how you're going to respond. Yeah. And that's not necessarily a lack of trust. It's just, I know you. Yeah. I know
but
you.
Also, you know, it's in those, even in that, you know, giving me the room to still be able to respond.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're walking contradictions. like that's a perfect example of like me doing that. You know what I mean? Like it really is truly just that simple. Do you have any other instances that you think that we might have done that, or you might have done that to me? No. I don't think I have any either. I don't think I have any either, honestly. I feel like the me in your head part, you do that to me a lot, but I don't know instances.
But I do that to you with little stuff. And not really in a bad way. More so in like a jokingly way.
Like what?
If I go to the store and come back with a brisk, and I ain't got you no brisk. I was at the store at the checkout line, and I had me a brisk in my head, and I had got right back out of line, and we got you a brisk, because I want you to get, oh, so we get brisk now without getting me a brisk out.
And that's exactly my response.
Okay. I see.
I see.
I see how we
coming out. Yep.
Niggas get married and now they want to change.
Marry your friend. Marry your friend.
Just like that.
That's really funny. Yeah, I don't think I do the me in your head, like I said that backwards, the you in my head thing often, because I'm going to just blurt it out. Like, I don't think I do that often. My mama always said that when you assume you make an ass out of yourself.
I ain't lying, a fat one too. Meg booty.
Meg got a nice booty too. But no, seriously, and I feel like that's what happens with the me in your head situation.
Yeah,
because
you're assuming that I'm going to react a certain way.
Yeah, and that assumption can make you feel like you're not growing. Like the growth that you feel like you are having and pursuing even, or like have had, for the person in closest proximity to me in day-to-day life to not see this growth enough to keep the me in their head at this place, to make you feel like you're not doing anything.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? Like, it can really make you feel like, dang, like clearly clearly I'm not the evolving person that I thought I was, because he clearly like doesn't see it, you know what I mean? Or she, or they, whatever, doesn't see that I am becoming this new person. Yeah.
But then that's a different. But then, in that regard, do you check yourself and be like, hey, you know, this might be a little bit more work that I need to do, or maybe not, or I mean, or work on both ends, because you need to give me space to be able to respond and react and grow, and I might need to check myself and see if I actually am. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. My little self-talk was like, no, you should not do that because you are the one in the wrong. You should just be asking me whatever you need to ask me, or telling me whatever you need to tell me, period. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But also yes to do. Just really since I was like, no, in my head, like, no, you should just be bringing it to me regardless. That's because, hello, growing. You know what we call that? Grow. Okay? Because, no, you just did wrong. That's all that there is to it. But yes, you're very right. Self-reflection is important, you know. But also, don't be using it in your head.
Girl, if you don't get that.
So Mazis, what do you have to, how to resolve this? This impasse?
Just really sheer communication. You know, when you have the words to your feelings, communicate them effectively. You know, in a manner that's healthy. You know, not screaming, not yelling, not doing it to cut the other person down, but doing it in a manner that is going to continue to foster a safe space in your relationship, and also give the other person room to take that information and do the work that they need to do with it.
I like it. I like it. Picasso. I would definitely say forgiveness, for one, because I think that even if you have done a wrong, you know, that they are holding you to, and not giving you a chance to move past that, but even just like the simple forgiveness for not seeing who you are now. Because that can feel like a bigger thing, like because I felt like that when you be like, which I can't, the instance is in my head, but I feel like I can't give enough detail about it for it to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can vividly see us in my head having the conversation on the couch about it, but I can't. All I can remember is the conversation, but not like what it was.
I didn't react or handle a situation soon enough in which you felt like I should have.
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. It made me feel like you weren't seeing the me that I am now, because I'm not the same person that I was when we got married. I truly have growth. Change. Okay, like truly. And so it made me feel like that slightly, that like either when I'm not really changing the way I thought I was, like, you know, I don't be out here hurting people's feelings like that, like how I used to be, but like I'm clearly not, because if he doesn't see it, you know what I'm saying, then it can't be really happening like that. But like even forgiveness for that, like to be like, no, like I know I'm not the same person, because even just my reaction to this let me know that I'm not. You know what I mean? Because the old me wouldn't have reacted in this mature way. Period. But that forgiveness for that alone, I think, and then the communication in general about like how you're changing, like we had a lot of conversations on like my evolving view of Christianity, because I just ask questions, like, you know, like, have you ever thought about this, like this, like, you know, just curiosity. And also like sharing my viewpoints on stuff, and even simple stuff with like the avocados. Like, we're talking about it because I'm buying it, and I'm buying it now. I'm like, you're tasting it on stuff because I bought it and put it on my stuff that certain way. Like, you know, like, you eating avocado toast. Like, you was not eating avocado toast. So like, even
I didn't know avocados could go on toast.
You eat avocado toast. So like, even that, like that simple communication, and it don't have to be like these long, deep, in the bed up to 4 a.m. discussions.
No,
I mean, it can be.
There are those, but
right, but it doesn't.
Not always.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
It can literally just be casual conversation about how your views on things are changing. You know, like,
this is something that I consider to be a new level for me as far as how I feel about X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, and I think that I know communication is key, and y'all probably sick of me saying it, y'all probably sick of hearing it, but like,
it's so
it is
true.
the key. It is.
Because in all you get an understanding. Refer to the word. Amen.
Well, that's Bible. That is Bible, right?
Yeah, it is Bible.
You know, sometimes people just be saying stuff and it'll be Bible, it'll be church.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to think about it.
And all that getting understanding.
I thought it was in all that ways getting understanding. That's not the verse.
That's all that was.
That's all that was acknowledged. I'm like, when I said it out loud, I said, no, that don't flow. That don't flow. I had to hear the Bishop Pryor voice. No, that don't flow like that. That ain't it. See, that's biblical. That would. What was I saying before I threw up? Oh, and to also seek outside help.
Yes,
you know,
if needed.
Because depending upon the situation, like, you know, it may be bigger than just having a conversation between the two of you. Like, you may need a licensed, clinically trained professional to talk through this issue with. You know, so whatever you, I hear got some bounce. Whatever you need to do. Do you have anything else to add? I'm sorry if you're just listening. I was turning my head and I realized that my hair has some really good volume.
One of my favorite scriptures. I can't even say it's a scripture because it might not be a scripture, so I could be wrong. But the one thing that is constant in life is this too shall pass. So everything ain't gonna always be good. Everything ain't gonna always be bad. Why? Because this too shall pass. So when you're in the moment, be in the moment and allow your people to change and grow and evolve. Just because she don't like avocados or he don't like avocados today, tomorrow may be different. So this too shall pass. Some things, you know, won't, but some will. And have the faith and the hope that these things can change if they're addressed. That's it. You?
I like it. Was that your hood highlight?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought you meant. But
that's fine. No. That's totally okay. I think that my hood highlight would be to remember that growth is not linear, and that you have to include your partner in your growth, which is why growing together is important.
Because that's how your relationship evolves.
Yeah, and I think that intentionality, like, you know, me liking avocados didn't necessarily mean that I might had to try them or like had to like them too, but like,
I hate them.
No, but like even in that though, like, he also now knows that I like avocado. So like, it's an acknowledgement of, hey, I have grown to like this thing that I didn't like anymore. And this can go in every arena. Sexually, what you want out of life, what you know, it touches everything.
Yeah.
But even those things, like this this new version of me wants to try this, or wants to go here, or wants to do this together, or is interested in whatever, you know, that growth, that acknowledgement and sharing of the growth that you are experiencing as an individual is important to the growth of you all together, so that way you all don't wake up one day and realize you don't know the person that you're married to.
And now it's on the partner to make a progress report of your spouse, to be like, oh, okay, they don't like avocados anymore, or they do like avocados now. Let me make a change. So now I know going out in the world, oh, this can come with avocados. Put it on the side. My wife likes that. My husband likes that.
Yeah, for sure. I like you, Monty.
Yes.
Yes. This is season 2, episode 8. Crazy. This is episode 18. There are only 2 episodes left of this season.
2 of them.
And then we'll be on a 10-week break and back with another 10 episodes. That bam bam. Bam bam. Alright. Bye.